Welcome to our channel. Today we how to authenticate with SageMaker endpoints using AWS SigV4, full guide step by step clearly. To authenticate with SageMaker endpoints using AWS SigV4, begin by ensure you have the AWS CLI installed and configured with the correct credentials. Open your terminal or command prompt to verify your installation by typing AWS version. Next, create a new IAM policy that grants permission to access your SageMaker endpoint. This policy should be attached to the IAM role that you will use for authentication. In the AWS Management Console, navigate to the IAM service and select Policies. Click on Create Policy and then switch to the JSON tab. Insert the JSON code that defines the permissions for your SageMaker endpoint. Once the policy is created, take note of the policy ARN for later use. Next, create an IAM user if you haven't done so already. Attach the newly created policy to this IAM user. Store the access key ID and secret access key securely, as you will need them later. Now, install the Boto3 library if you haven't installed it yet. Use the command pip install Boto3 to install it via pip. Create a new Python script that will handle the authentication process. In your script, import the necessary libraries, import Boto3 and import requests. Set up your variables, including your AWS region, endpoint name, and the necessary headers. Initialize a session with your AWS credentials using Boto3.session. Create a client for SageMaker runtime using session.client, SageMaker runtime. To create a request, set the payload that you want to send to your SageMaker endpoint. Use the client to create a signature with client.generate_presign_URL to handle the signing. Make sure to configure the request method and other relevant parameters appropriately. Next, execute the request using the signed URL generated earlier. Capture the response and parse it accordingly to extract the required information. Finally, handle any exceptions that may arise during the request process. Once you have successfully authenticated, you can perform further operations with your SageMaker endpoint as needed. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.